Hey everyone, it is Anna Runyon from the Classy Career Girl podcast, and I am super excited today to bring you one of our best ever episodes, another round of those. This is one of our top requested and replayed episodes of all time, and it's all about how to grow a side hustle from home. So if you are listening to this when we are replaying this in 2025, I know you're going to love it because this is an excellent time to start to think about growing a side hustle on the side of your day job. This is what I did over 10 years ago, and I'm so glad I did it, pursuing something I was really passionate about in my evenings and on the weekends, and eventually it turned into a business and what I run today at Classy Career Girl. So I'm excited to replay this episode for you. The one thing I did want to share, because I'm trying to give you something new to go along every week of our replayed episode, but the one thing I wanted to share, and I saw this when I was on Pinterest. So if you listen to the last podcast episode, you know every morning I go to my secret Pinterest vision board and I look at my Pinterest board, and sometimes I pin new things just to kind of help me ground myself about like where I want to go in the future and what my values are, what my goals are, what my purpose is. And that's going to relate to what I'm going to tell you today, because I saw this, I don't know if it's a quote. It's kind of like a motto or a saying, and it's something that I have done over the last 10 years. And I'm going to read it to you. So it says, don't attach yourself to a person, a project, a company, or an organization. Instead, attach yourself to a goal, a calling, a mission, or a purpose. And like I said, this is what I've done over the last 10 years and even longer before I even quit my day job in 2014. Instead of attaching myself to a boss or a person that was running the consulting company that I worked for, instead of attaching myself to this project or to the company or to the organization, instead I attached myself to where I thought I wanted to go in the future, that goal, that vision for myself, along with my calling, my purpose, my mission. Like, why do I wake up every morning? Why am I alive? I attached myself to that because with all the layoffs that are happening right now, with everything that's happening in the economy, there could be an opportunity to maybe change jobs. We could be moving on to another company or another organization. And I saw that over 10 years ago, there was another time period where there was a lot of layoffs and a lot of people in my company were getting laid off left and right. I thought I could be next. I didn't know. And so I very quickly realized, like, I can't attach myself to this company because they might lay me off tomorrow. I need to instead take control of my future, my growth, my career, my business, and attach myself to my purpose and my mission. And so think about that. Don't attach, if you have a bad boss, it doesn't have to be forever. If you have a project that you don't really like at work, that you don't have to attach yourself to that. That's not forever. Instead, figure out what your purpose is, what your mission is, what you're here to do. Get clear on that and make decisions around that. Make decisions around your calling, your goals, your mission, your purpose. Don't make decisions around attaching yourself to an organization, a company, a project, or a person. So I know that's kind of different career advice, but that's really going to help you ultimately get you to your vision and to your goal. And if you're listening to this episode, you probably want to start a side hustle, maybe turn that into a profitable, fulfilling, freedom-based business. And so if you do this, if you attach yourself to a goal, a calling, a mission, and purpose, you are going to be able to build a successful side hustle from home. So I am excited for you to listen to this episode. If you're wondering what I think is a great side hustle to start, you all know, if you've been listening to the podcast, I believe that career coaching is one of the best side hustles that you can start from home, work on the side in the nights and the weekends. And it's a very profitable business idea. So if you're considering starting a career coaching business and you want to be able to work from home or even travel the world while you're coaching, make sure you listen to my free training webinar at www.classycareergirl.com/career coach webinar. That's going to give you the career coach startup kit, which you're going to be able to learn 3 simple steps to quit your day job and start a profitable and fulfilling career coaching business you love. And I know that you can do this even if you have no career coaching experience or no clients. You can start a career coaching business from home. So I can't wait to help you enjoy this podcast episode. I wish you all the best starting your side hustle from home, and I really hope that this helps you. Hey there, it is Anna Runyon, founder and CEO of Classy Career Girl, and I am here with a video for you today to help you learn how to grow a side hustle from home. And how do you juggle it all when you have a day job and you're trying to grow your side hustle as well? Now, I know this very, very well. You may be struggling with time management and balance and feel like there's so many things that you need to do. When I was working my day job, I had a full-time day job and I was growing my side business on the side. I really struggled with time management. And on top of that, I had a little baby girl as well, who was just a couple months old. And so I was trying to be a new mom too. And what I realized is that I couldn't be super mom. Like, I was trying to do it all. I was trying to be a really great coach and I was trying to serve all my clients. And then at home, I was trying to be a really great wife. I was trying to be a great mom and do everything at home as well. And it was really, really hard. It was a really big struggle. So I'm excited to share my tips with you today on how I found more time and how I really prioritized so that I could grow that side hustle and that eventually would become my main full-time job. Welcome to the Classy Career Girl podcast. I'm your host, Anna Runyon, founder and CEO of Classy Career Girl, one of Forbes' most influential career sites. This is a podcast for a community of women who want to turn their passions into work they love. You'll learn how to become happy, successful, and balanced with class, skill, and style. We believe that you can create your future. So stop delaying your great life. Go put yourself out there. You can have your great life and career right now. So in order to grow your side hustle from home and have it not affect your day job, we really have to make sure that we put some time management strategies in place. And the first tip that I want to share with you is something called batching. It's really important that you batch the activities together for your new side hustle. And when you're growing that side hustle, we're going to keep similar activities together. So you kind of want to categorize the things that you do in your side hustle, the things that you do in your business, whether it's responding to emails, whether it's posting on social media or creating your social media images. For me, it was taking calls with clients. So I had to make sure that I categorized those calls with clients, which were very important, right? That was how my business was going to grow. The more I got to talk with potential clients, the more I got to serve with my clients. And so I prioritized those calls on Mondays and Tuesdays. That was the time where I was going to talk with clients. Now, like I said, I had a full-time job. So I was doing this in the evenings. And so I would come home from work, I would listen to Entrepreneurship podcasts on my way home from work. And then once I got home from work, I would turn on my phone, because I think that was even before Zoom was around. I would call up my clients and we would have our call on the phone or on Skype. And I would do that in the evening hours from 5:30 to 7:30. I could usually get about 2 clients in per night. And so I would do that on Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's how I would serve my clients. So I want you to think about what are those activities that you're doing in your business over and over again repeatedly. We don't want to just do it a little bit here for 15 minutes in the morning and then a little bit here for 15 minutes in the evening. We want to make sure in your calendar we block out times for batching those activities together. So only on Monday mornings from 8 to 8:15, that's when you answer emails, right? We don't answer emails any other time throughout the day. We want to make sure that we have these systems into our schedule so we batch these things together. And then that leaves us the most important time for client interaction or for preparing your product or for delivering your sale, right? Doing a webinar. We want to make sure we block out as much time because we have limited time, right? I know when you're juggling a side hustle and a day job, you have limited time, right? So I want you to add up all those hours that you have and I want you to batch those activities that are more administrative together and block out those bigger parts of your times, like those 2-hour segments, right? That I could get on Mondays and Tuesdays. I don't know. I think dinner was like, a quick thing while I was like driving home from work or something. I didn't have a lot of time for dinner. It was on the go. but this business was my purpose. This was my priority. This was my dream. And I wasn't about to give up on it because I was busy or I didn't have the time. I made the time, right? I blocked that time in the schedule and I batched those most important things that I needed to do. So, my second tip for you to be able to manage and prioritize your side hustle and your busy schedule with your day job is to categorize your time into 3 different time blocks. So, your time for your new business is going to be categorized into sacred time. So, this is like reading time, quiet time, time with your family, time that is extremely important, like eating, right? I probably should have been having dinner those days, right? Like time that is very valuable to you. That is sacred. We're not going to mess with that time, right? Then the second area that I want you to categorize is administrative time. So administrative time is your time where you're doing email, you're doing social media, you're talking with your bookkeeper or the bank, or you're mailing something, you're headed to the post office. These are things that are administrative, right? These are not going to move the needle in your business. These are not going to grow your business. So you can quit your day job and work on your side hustle full time, right? That's number 3, the third category, which is focus time. Get really clear on the activities that are in focus time, because focus time is your revenue producing activities. That is writing a sales page, doing a webinar, talking to a potential client, doing a speaking event, networking with a partner. These are all things that are going to help you make sales. And that's what we want to get really clear on, because a big mistake is wasting time doing things that are not going to get you those sales, right? So for me, when I started, I loved to blog. Like I could do it for hours and hours and never get bored. But I realized writing a blog post, pressing publish, that was not getting me a sale, right? Yes, it was building a relationship with my audience. It was building trust. It was important for content marketing. It was important for my brand, but it was not going to allow me to quit my job tomorrow, right? We want to make sure we spend as much time doing focus time, doing the work that's going to allow us to quit our job tomorrow, because that is the ultimate goal, right? We want to have freedom and flexibility and do work we love every single day and be in charge of our schedule. And so that's why keeping that vision in your forefront and knowing that that is where you are headed is extremely important, and batching these times together into your calendar. And so that's my third tip for you, is creating a schedule. I'm going to show you an example of my schedule back in the day when I was doing my side hustle and my day job. It's going to be on the blog for this post, for this video on my blog, classycareergirl.com. And on that schedule, you'll see that I color coded it, right? So each of those 3 different categories had different colors. It was in a Google Sheets, which you can do as well. And I blocked out that time, right? So there were certain days of the week where I had admin time, because we all need to go to the post office and mail things and check email and just do things that are more administrative, right? So it's important to put that into your schedule. But we also want to block out those bigger times where we're doing focus time. That's where you're turning off Instagram, you're turning off your email, you're turning off all the interruptions. You're telling your family and friends not to interrupt you, or maybe you have to go to a coffee shop, right? And you are focusing on those things that are going to bring in sales. Maybe it's booking some time in your calendar where you're going to have sales conversations with people. Set it up on your Calendly, get it all set up so people can start booking those calls with you. Maybe it's finalizing your product. Maybe it's giving that product to someone. These are all things that are going to start to build your business so you can quit that day job and do your dream business full time. So I am super excited for you. I am so excited to see your business take off, to see you grow that side hustle and find the time and to make it work. So leave a comment. Let us know what you learned. Let us know how you are going to put this into your life and make the time to make your dream happen. I'll see you next time. Hey there, it's Anna Runyon, and I would like to invite you to my upcoming free masterclass called How to Plan, Design, and Launch Your Dream Career or Business Without Wasting Time or Money. I'm going to go over 3 simple strategies to go from feeling stuck at work to waking up excited every single Monday. So you can save your seat at www.classycareergirl.com/masterclass.